Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from the Modern King about women who regret posting on social media after they are forced to actually face some consequences. This should be hilarious, guys. Let's jump into it.
Saying I'm just a girl is so funny. Like, I'm 28 years old, but like, yes, I'm just a girl. Like, if a man were to say I'm just a boy, oh my God, like that would make me physically ill to hear a man say that. Like, no, you're a man. You go out to work and you do important man things as a man should. But me, a 28-year-old girl, I am just a girl. I shouldn't have responsibilities because I'm literally just a girl.
Men don't refer to themselves as boys because becoming men is something that we all strive to do. It's something to be proud of. Modern women refer to themselves as girls because they're terrified of getting older and actually having some form of accountability that comes with being an adult.
Be grateful that women want equality and not revenge. I think women do want revenge, but you guys aren't really capable of taking out revenge, not in the way you're suggesting. Yeah. Ooh, I'm scared.
If you ask a modern woman what she means by revenge, she won't be able to actually give you an answer. That's because she lives in a world that's so sheltered and so privileged, the only thing she can bring up are things that happened over 100 years ago.
Men make more false allegations than women.
Well, if nothing else, this should be interesting.
I see men on this app constantly making false allegations of sexual violence to push a point.
Let's be very clear here. They are actually stating that men who are making accusations of assault are making it up.
And I've never seen a woman do that.
There are countless examples of women falsely accusing men of horrible things, and those men had their lives ruined by that accusation. And the woman rarely gets a slap on the wrist at the absolute harshest, by the way.
Men also will say that they've been falsely accused of SA, when in reality, they did it.
So when it comes to men and SA, they are automatically guilty. There's no innocent until proven guilty. But if a man says something about a woman doing it, they're lying.
And we know that the majority of the time when a woman says something happened to them, it's true. When it comes to SA, men love to lie and say that they didn't do it and blame the actions solely on the woman, when in reality, you did it and you are right now making a false accusation against the woman, stating that she falsely accused you.
She has to create an incredibly intricate web of insanity just to try and prove that men are somehow always lying when it comes to this subject. And yet, despite all of the accusations, she provides no proof to back up such an absurd statement.
Circular logic is always the most fun to try to follow, isn't it?
And I'm sorry, but you're gonna start needing to provide proof that you were falsely accused. Because if I have to provide proof that I was sexually assaulted, you need to provide proof that you were truly falsely accused before I can believe you.
It is entirely possible they've never actually heard of why there is this thing called the burden of proof. Nor have they apparently heard how difficult it actually is to prove a negative.
Even when men prove that they did not commit such a crime, it doesn't actually matter. He could have alibis, witnesses, and everything else saying that he wasn't anywhere near the woman, but the mere accusation will obviously completely destroy his life.
Assault allegations ruin a man's life. Name one. Name one man whose life has been ruined by sexual assault allegation.
But suddenly I was guilty until proven innocent.
They slander my name. They fire my coach. And I felt like all that was on me.
I ask all of you to wait and hear the truth before you label or condemn me. Don't treat me like a criminal, because I am innocent.
This morning, a rising Hollywood star facing allegations of domestic violence.
Next victim, star pitcher for the Dodgers. A text Lindsey Hill sent to a friend before she ever even met me. What should I steal? She asked another, in reference to visiting my house for the first time. The answer? Take his money.
We live in a society where all a woman has to do is point at a man and say that he did something evil to her, and then that man is guilty until proven innocent. And even after he proves that he's innocent, he will still be considered guilty because even if he didn't do it, The woman is still a victim and somebody needs to get blamed.
I could not resist, so I had to look it up. From the Office of National Statistics, from a 2019 study, in ever-increasing numbers, we are now at a lesbian divorce rate of 72%. So the top 4 reasons that they are reporting getting divorced is feeling ignored, inequality in the partnership, adultery, and domestic violence. Personally, I feel like this lends some weight to men's arguments and complaints about how women are behaving in relationships. Because when you have lesbian divorce statistics that look like that, the girls are kind of telling on themselves.
It wouldn't be surprising in the slightest if modern women found a way to blame the lesbian divorce rate on men, and I'm sure the mental gymnastics for that one they would have to perform would be super impressive.
Women do not need men to get bank accounts, houses. They have careers on their own.
No, you still rely on men. It's just indirect now. See, men have always been in between women and the real world. That your office job is not real life. Here's another depiction of that. Here's men going out to face danger and build things on the outside in order to create a safe space for women on the inside. This is how it's always been, and it still is. You just don't understand that because you're too comfortable. Men still do all the hard work. If all women stopped working right now, we'd be fine. If all men stopped working, everyone would die.
That's one thing that modern women can't appreciate. It's the fact that men are the ones keeping society together, but these women refuse to recognize it because if they did, it would completely destroy their argument that men are not needed.
And that is, again, because men make all the food and build all the houses and the walls, and they used to guard the border. I guess they gave up on that. Women have never done that and can't. Men still do all of the necessary things to create the space for you to have your girl bossing fun time. The way it works is that women are always really happy for men to do the hard, dangerous work until times are really good, until we build something better than this. And then you look around and you go, hey, men have more than us. No fair. You go to the government, which writes some laws for you, which makes you equal.
These women don't realize that they're playing with fire. If men decided to walk away from everything, then literally everything would crumble, by the way. But they do it anyway while also bashing men in the process. It makes no sense.
And then you are disgusted by men who are equal to you. So without equality laws, it's very easy for women to find men they respect, and with equality laws, it's very difficult. And then everyone tells these men that they're worthless. And then they go, okay, well, I don't want to be this guy, so I'll just be this guy. And then they never grow up and they never do anything. And then you hate them even more. So your girl bossing crap is just not going to last very long because women cannot do what men do. You can't do that work of building the physical world.
The ironic thing about all of this is how all of this girl bossing, men are useless rhetoric has left these women actually feeling more and more miserable as time goes on.
And what you're doing now is just sort of taking it away from men and having it for yourself without giving them anything back, which makes them go away. And then, imagine if you had to build a house. It's not going to happen. And then when men go away, then there is nothing in between you and bad stuff. So you might want to stop being so mouthy.
The idea that a modern woman can stop being so mouthy is a concept that these women can't understand. They feel like if they scream louder and more extreme crap that men will listen, but men stopped listening a long time ago.
PSA to all you men. Us women, we tired of getting disrespected.
That's right.
Y'all men want to be leaders. We want to be leaders too.
Yup.
Y'all men want to get money. We want to get money too.
Money.
Y'all men want to pay the bills. We want to pay the bills too. Y'all men want to propose. Hell, we want to get on one knee and propose too.
Whoa.
It's time for us women to stand up. Don't touch me. Oh. It's time for us women to take the lead. It's time for us women to pay for the first date. It's time for us to mow the lawn. It's time for us to do
The modern woman's mind is nothing if not hypocritical. The mere idea of having to provide something for nothing while also claiming oppression is kind of insane.
You could ask a man for nothing and he still wouldn't have it. Who said that?
You know something? One of these days, whether you like it or not, you raggedy, trifling, no good hyenas are going to come to the realization that a man is not your problem. You are your problem.
Even when modern women realize that they are the problem, not only will it be too late to do anything about it, but they will still figure out a way to blame men for making them the problem. Just you watch, guys.
I do not accept a coffee or a walk as a possible date option, and neither should you. First of all, I'm not a dog that needs to be walked. Second, I have an espresso machine at home, works fabulous. We're not doing drinks either. You're gonna try to get me drunk and take me back home. No. We are doing dinner. You're gonna pick me up. We're gonna come to the restaurant. We're gonna see your table manners. We're gonna see what you order. We're gonna see, do you hold your chopsticks correctly? We're just gonna, you know, study you a bit.
This woman is acting like she has any power over this situation. She assumes that men are going to want to bend over backwards to take these women out to dinner, but they study these women before even considering to ask them in the first place.
Okay, so dinner it is.
I started the egg freezing process. I did some preliminary tests which showed that my egg count is really low. The doctors did tell me that might affect my fertility. It's just so sad. I've been like crying the entire day. Like I just feel this giant pain in my stomach right now.
These women bring it all on themselves. Men are really not that complicated, but for some reason, modern women somehow overcomplicated everything, and this is the end result.
Did you know that when women with mental health issues seek a therapist, they choose a female therapist? What? Isn't listening to a woman's thoughts what got you mental health issues in the first place? Going to a female therapist is like drowning in a pool and screaming for someone to bring you a glass of water. Women don't need therapy. God gave you a resource to help you solve your problems. It's called listening to a man.
The reason why modern women choose female therapists is because they're going to be more inclined to tell the woman what she wants to hear instead of constructive advice that could actually improve the quality of their life.
I just got for 12-hour shift, bro. You only got yourself something to eat. Where's my food at, dog? I just got for 12-hour shift, bro, and I come home and you don't got me nothing to eat, and you make me drive the car?
12 hours and you couldn't get him. But you sitting there with something in your lap. Selfish.
What my food at, bro? You got money. So you ain't give me no food. That's how you coming. That's crazy. After everything I done for you, all the rent I pay for you, and you ain't even working and doing nothing, but you can't give me no food?
Modern women absolutely loathe the idea of cooking for a man. They refuse to appreciate the sacrifices a man makes. He's away from his home, the people he cares about, and the least she can do is cook him a meal when he gets back, but she can't even be bothered to buy him anything.
Her and that damn fool to be on the side of the road waiting for their next ride.
You outside? What you mean?
Stop.
I expect to come home to you making me something to eat, dog. Where's my food at, man? You ain't give me, you got you a drink in your hand, you got your food on the floor. Where's my food at, man? I want something to eat too. I've been paying all these bills, man. I've been working hard, these 12-hour shifts, man.
Okay, stop at the restaurant.
No, you should have brought me some food already. I'm ready to go home and lay down, dog. I'm driving, bro.
The food is besides the point. It's the complete lack of respect and consideration. She just expects this man to work and do things for her, and she can't even be bothered to ask if he's hungry after work. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves, guys. Peace.